Morning everybody. I've got man flu. Seems to have a member of ACDC in the house this morning. At the moment there's blue skies up there, which is good. Off to Dawlish to do a bit more testing today. Have to get some adrenaline going. Got man flu. So, interesting comments about Muirfield yesterday. Most people feeling a bit like you're allowed to be really naughty, then you can say sorry and then it's instantly okay as long as you're kind of friends with the right people. I think that was the general gist. I still see people get lost on the argument on, yeah, but women have their own clubs, men can have their own clubs. The question, they can have their own club, they can have a male club. That's not the question. The question is, should one of the biggest sporting events in the world, certainly in golf, be hosting its event at a venue that has such a message? Don't get lost in that other conversation. It doesn't go anywhere and it's not actually the real conversation. So today's question, who come this Sunday is going to win the Arnold Palmer Invitational? Who's going to be the winner? Post those comments down there. Hit that thumbs up button while you're down there. And remember to hit that subscribe button down there as well. It's quite good. You just click it and you get all notifications as long as you have that little bell icon every time I post a video. A good idea to me. Off to Dawlish. I've had to get a takeaway coffee. I need something to pick me up. Come on, coffee. So today's swing, this is a +1 handicap golfer. He's got a very extreme idea with his practice swing. He's trying to lay the shaft down is what he's telling me. Him and his coach are working on that, and he's trying to get rid of maybe slightly drawy shots. He wants to try and get into hitting some fades. Let's talk again a little bit about helping better players. It's a slightly different way sometimes to helping people who have bigger technical issues, because obviously he plays off +1, so there's a big skill level here, big skill set. The image he doesn't like is, if I can stop it in the right place, this one. He doesn't like, well, the angle of that shaft, which he then relates a little bit to face to path control. Let's just talk about that. Got the coach out here, I'm testing some drivers, he's out and collect data.
Hello.
And with the many cameras that we're carrying. I've still got my hand flu, coach.
Lovely.
You had it, didn't you?
I had a sore throat at the start of the week, yeah.
Cheers for that, bruh.
I think it was Littlest that gave it to you.
Yeah, they do. All of them.
Yeah.
Keep your stinking bugs.
Yeah.
So this is a question more of playing, and it is with most lessons, but for a good player like this, you've got to give them a feel that they can game, one that's not going to make them feel like they can't get around the course. First ideas, with you seeing the shaft more kind of here to where you think it should be this way, I would look first of all with trying to change your face relationship, how much twist there is on the backswing. For me, and I'm not saying this is right, I would be more interested in trying this with you, or you and your coach give it a go, let me know if it makes sense or not. So we see you get a little bit bowed wrist at the top, puts a little bit of twist in that face. So it makes sense for you to deliver slightly higher angles as you come in to hit the ball, and certainly on the way down. It makes sense for you to hit a draw from there, I think, as a better player. And obviously that's not a fact. Obviously you've got people like DJ doing massive angles and still able to hit a fade. So like again, this is just one other option that you might not have tried. It would make more sense, I think, to lay the club down if the face wasn't so twisted at the top for you. And I think the fade would feel more natural. So why don't we get you making a few backswings where you feel like you've actually got a little bit of cup in your lead wrist to left arm. Now the way I would do that is I would feel that I'm turning more with my body on the backswing and just getting my arm to connect to that body turn. So if you think about it, you're turning, everything's in sync, but you're also putting one of these twists in there as well. Try and identify that twist and take it out and see what kind of shot you get. Think more about a pitch shot, so where it feels much more like you're just turning and turning through and not hopefully putting any of these kind of twists in at any point. Again, for me, the angle of that shaft isn't, I'm not losing sleep over that. I think for someone who's trying to find that fade, playing with just the way you set the face back would encourage a different path, and then in turn face the path, which might get you hitting a more consistent fade over and over again. let's answer your questions.
Hello, Mark. Greetings from Ohio. Hey, I'm a 12 handicapper. I'm in the market for some new irons. I am going to a demo days tomorrow where all the manufacturers are going to be there. Mizuno, Callaway, Titleist, TaylorMade, etc. Want to get some new irons, and what should I look for? What process should I use to narrow down what my selections are? Or do you have any recommendations about which irons I should get, or just start hitting them all and see what I like? Thanks, mate.
I personally would go with some idea of what kind of shape club I want to hit, and then I might even mix it up by trying the opposite ideas just to confirm I do like that shape, so big or small, those kind of ideas. Again, I would also probably go with some ideas of what brands I like, may it be TaylorMade, Ping, Callaway, Mizuno. I don't think you would see me hitting every brand's club, but then I have hit more clubs, and even before I started testing I'd hit most manufacturers' clubs because mates have them and those kind of things, so then I might be more interested to hit everyone if you haven't seen them before. I need something already. What you've got to remember with all the manufacturers is they're probably going to make a very similar performing club in each category. So from blade to slight cavity back to mega game improvement. And they're kind of all following the same trends at the minute. So they've got like the higher spinning one, the lower spinning ones that launch it higher. Each manufacturer kind of has that model, which is why you can't really go wrong. So go and have fun. That's the biggest thing I say to people when it comes to custom fit. Go and have fun. Go and learn something about your delivery as well, hopefully, not just about the club, and how a club could help that delivery or not. So let's pretend you're someone who hits the ball quite well but you don't present much loft. You might want the clubs that send the ball more up in the air. You might want more help because you don't want to change the way you deliver it, but you want the ball to top out a bit higher. It's learning those kind of things. For me, custom fit, I've said it many times, don't see it as a purchasing process, see it as a learning process. It's a lesson process. Anyone who comes to me for a custom fit stroke lessons, because I don't do custom fits anymore, and if I did it would still be the same process, they're a lesson. They're a way for you to learn what this club can do for you and what it can't, and what you need to do to get the most out of whatever you try. Go and have a lot of fun.
This is a Ryan Little production.
The next idea I want you to practice, it's not hula hooping, it's how the angle that you're talking about, so again having the club here or here, and in your email to me you reference this makes you feel like you might hook the ball. You need to separate these two numbers out, which is what launch monitors do so well. So I can swing this hoop on that angle, and the path at the bottom of the hoop can point at the camera, and then I can put the hoop at this angle and the path at the bottom of the hoop can move at the camera. This angle doesn't have to dictate club path, where for so many golfers in their head it does. So I want you to practice hitting shots easy with a lofted club. I got a wedgie, you can do it with a 9, something like that, where you try and hit fades and draws from different angled swings. So do somewhere you feel like you're just swinging around your hips. I can fade the ball from here, I can draw the ball from there, because my path is not related to that angle. It just gets connected in people's brains that it is, and they make it so. And then I want you to hit somewhere you feel like you take the club up just vertically and try and hit fades, and then try and hit draws from there. The sooner you can disassociate those two angles as path, or relating to path, I think the more skilled you'll be at moving that angle if you feel you want to still do that to hit better shots. Because like I said, I still don't know, and obviously that's why you have to have lessons and tests. You getting the angle of the shaft more kind of down to the ground, laying it down more, will actually make you a better player. Again, that's why you're experimenting and testing. On a launch monitor, I'm able to change lie delivery, which in turn is basically the angle I pull it down on, without changing path, and at the same time I can deliver different lies, different angles as I bring the club down, and I can do whatever path I choose to do. I can separate them out in my brain and then in action. That's a skill, one I'd like you to get better at. There we go, thanks for watching, another week done. I've got man flu, guys. Remember to hit the thumbs up button, and then what's the other button they should hit?
The guide button.
I think she's right, that's a good one to hit. Remember to let me know who's going to win the Arnold Palmer Invitational, do you think?
We've got 4 players. 4 of our best players.
It's FIFA time. This is the Lockie Mobile. Look what I just found in my car.
Oh, that's mine.
But that is a day and a half when you find one of them in your car, isn't it? On a man flu day. That's come straight in that pocket, look.
Straight in my pocket.